Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is the Delta HF Integrale, but the difference is this has got an immense engine swap. We've gone and thrown a NISMO engine in this one. It's on that 700 pp scale range, pushing over 700 brake horsepower, and this is one monster you are going to want to have in your garage ready to rock and roll when it is called upon. I've used this car so much since I've tuned it, and this is one of my favourites, doing a quarter mile in less than 10 seconds. What an absolute beast. So if you haven't already, if you've seen the first video for the Delta, that was a brilliant car, but this is just a level up and definitely pulls apart in performance. So get your Delta Integrale and follow me to GT Auto and let's get this build underway. So now at GT Auto, the first thing that you're going to need to do is go to car maintenance and service, and you'll see on the bottom right it will say wide body, so make sure you've got a wide body kit installed, and it'll say engine swap. Now under the engine swap, that is where I've already made the changes for ours, and that is for the NISMO engine. So you want to get that installed on there, and once that's in there, then what we'll do is, instead of going to the tuning shop and going backwards, we'll just go to car customization. So while we're here, we'll jump onto this one, and we just want to go to wheels first of all. So I've gone for those polka wheels, and I've made that livery design myself, so you won't be able to find that anywhere else, because I've had a little go at doing a World Endurance Championship racing livery, because I thought, why not? Anyway, back to this, you can see polka wheels, and I went for the 16-inch wheels, rim width wide, offset wide, and get those installed on the car. Once you have those installed, go to custom parts. With the front, you want type B, side, type A, rear, type A, and the wing, type B. So now we have all of those installed. You can go to racing items, you can adjust your bonnet pin, your tow hook, but make sure you go to roll cage and you get roll cage type C, that's important, okay? Other, you can change your light bulb, number plate and your caliper colour, go mad, do what you want, make it a bit more like you. I designed this livery, it's not one that I'm ready to share because a couple of things I'm going to change on there, but as you can see, give it a go yourself if you can't find one that you like, and this NISMO engine swap car is an absolute beast. So if you want one, go to load style, pick your car, like, comment and save it in your collection. We've been through that several times already, so you know what you're doing. And what we'll do now is we'll go back to the tuning shop and we'll get what you need from there. So now at the tuning shop, you can see the engine model we've put in is the VR38DETT, the GTR NISMO engine, and that is a V-type with 6 cylinders. Now it's a 4-litre engine, and as you can see, the max power on 700 pp is 715 brake horsepower, and this is for the 1.55 update and beyond. That's what it's been done for. So let's get into this and you can start enjoying this car. So weight reduction stage 1 is what you need from sports. Club sports, you want bore up. Weight reduction stage 2, a power restrictor and a ballast. Semi-racing, you want to get a racing crankshaft, a fully customizable computer, a fully customizable LSD, weight reduction stage 3, and increase the body rigidity. Under racing, you want to get stroke up, engine balance tuning, polished ports, anti-lag system, racing intercooler, racing air filter, a racing silencer, a racing exhaust manifold, racing brake pads and a brake kit set, brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, racing clutch and flywheel, torque vector and center differential, fully customizable racing transmission, and a set of racing hard tyres. Under extreme, I've gone for the carbon ceramic brake kit. Now that is just if you want the extra braking power, you can use the ones we've just purchased, but they are good for other builds that are coming up, so don't panic, it's not a waste to buy those. But if you do need that extra help with braking, the carbon ceramic brake kit will certainly assist with that. Grab some intermediate tyres, 700 pp, so you want to do that grind at Le Mans, and under Ultimate, carbon propeller shaft and the titanium connecting rods and pistons. So now we've done that, let's go back to the garage, let's get on that tuning sheet and let's get this thing ready to rock and roll for you at Le Mans and beyond. So now we're back at the garage and you can see this thing is for all tracks, not just Le Mans, but that is the one that you're going to be grinding on, I would imagine. And you can see on the left hand side, you can see 0 to a quarter mile is under 10 seconds. So this car definitely has the grunt to go with the looks. So the first thing we need to do is go to tyres, and we want to set a racing hard tyres on there. And then suspension, we want 125 at the front and 135 at the rear on your body height adjustment. Your anti-roll bar, you want 6 at the front and 10 at the rear. Your damper ratio compression, you want 32 at the front and 35 at the rear. Your damper ratio expansion, you want 42 front and rear. Now your natural frequency, you want 2.4 at the front and 2.5 at the rear. And your negative camber angle, you want 2.8 front and rear. Now I've gone for a towing angle of 0.10 at the front and 0.01 at the rear. Now on the differential gear, initial torque 8 front and rear, acceleration sensitivity 17 front and rear, and your braking sensitivity 15 front and rear. And that's a front and rear torque distribution of 40-60, that's what I prefer. You can always change that if you need to make it a bit more rear end happy, or to make it equal so it's 50-50. But it's entirely up to you what you choose on there. It's down to your preference of how you drive and what you prefer. Now aerodynamics, you want the front 50 and the rear 250. Your output adjustment to be 86%. Your ballast at 192 kilos. And the power restrictor stays at 100%. Now your top speed, automatically adjust to kmh to 260 and make these amendments. So you want 2.820 first gear, 1.964 second gear, 1.549 third gear, 1.214 fourth gear, and 0.883 for the fifth gear. And that's a final drive of 3.115, and that is revving over 8,000 RPM, and this car sounds an absolute monster to boot. So anti-lag system installed, get the anti-lag system set to strong, that's definitely going to help with that power boost, and you can see that's everything else installed on there, and this car's an absolute dream to drive. So now we've done that tuning setup, and on the sheet you can see I've come to the Nordschleife, and the reason for coming here is one very important thing that we need to sell, and we need to do it right now. So I've already done the NISMO here, that the engine from this is in, and it is second on our leaderboard with a 7 minute and 1 second. And I want to know, can this Delta do it with an engine swap? You know, it's over 700 horsepower, it's 4-wheel drive as well. Can it do it? I'm really hoping it can. Now unfortunately that EV is still top of the leaderboard because that is all torque, isn't it? It's just so powerful, and that's got a 655. So could we beat that as well? I don't know. Now I will go through what it's like at Le Mans while I'm driving around, but for now let's get straight into this and let's see what we can do. Oh, here we go. Come on, let's get on it. That's it. Good drive. So the first thing with this car is it's all power. You've gone to a 4-litre engine. Obviously that NISMO engine is no slouch, and this car hopefully is going to do the business and knock that Ioniq off the top spot. Now I've gone for 2 on the brake balance towards the rear. That's just to try and help control that power because it's on a 40-60 split. And no traction control, as you can see. Now the difference between this track and Le Mans is obviously there's a lot of twists, turns, different gradients of road. The track's wider in some places, thinner in others. And then you get a little jump like this now. Hard on the brakes. That stopped. Come on. Right, so at Le Mans, fuel map 6 will get you 2 laps. But before you start groaning and moaning, it'll also hit over 190 on the Mulsanne straight in fuel map 6. So the fastest I got was 193. So if you can get quicker than that, fuel map 6, let me know. I'm sure you can. I was a bit tentative, braking a bit early for the first chicane, but let me know in the comments below if you wouldn't mind. This thing is just an absolute animal. I'm trying to keep it on the track, which, to be fair, I'm doing it quite easily, but there's a couple of sections where, like this now, that gradient, it just slips away. And because of the setup that's on it, because it's that Le Mans setup, oh, come on, that's going to affect the lap, isn't it? That was because of me again. Right, so the issue I've got, which I'll explain now when people start looking at my lap times. Hang on, little save, and again. Okay, I have permanent nerve damage on my right leg, so that's the accelerator pedal. And while I'm filming this, I'm actually not really able to feel the pedal itself. So I'm judging it off, same as you, on the screen. I know it's not ideal, but unfortunately, that's how it is for this. I want this video to go out for you, and I want to try and put a stellar lap in as best I can. Now those of you wondering why, what happened, I put a saw blade through my leg, not on purpose. I was cutting a piece of wood, I hit a massive knot in the wood, it kicked back, I let go with the grinder, which had the saw blade on, and into my leg. So not ideal. And this is me now. So while I fear I may not be able to do this again in real life, that is one reason why I love Gran Turismo. The characteristics of it, the feeling, the force feedback, everything. Apart from some of the cars, because I think some of the cars are just rubbish. But I'm still going to use them. This car is far from it, and I'm hoping we can not only knock that bloody EV off the top, that Ionic, which was also in the last update. But I'm hoping that this will do better than the engine donor. Come on. Keeping my eye on that accelerator there just to make sure. Come on, nothing, there we go. That's not something that I share with a lot of people, but I think you need to be privy to it when you see some of the times and you think, the crap. Like everyone else, I'm trying my best and I'm having fun, and that's all I really care about. Little bump, hard on the brakes. Come on, keep it on, come on, come on, come on. Pushing that limit. That was a big jump. Trying to watch these undulating surfaces. I'm just a bit wary of the camber angles I've put on the car. That should help, come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get to 200 mile an hour. I can't tell you how much I really want this to win. Here you go, 195, 199, 200. Come on, just a little bit more. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, be Sophie DV. Yes! There we go. Oh, and there you have it. A 651.3. Oh, I'm so happy with that. What a car. So that car was very easy to build, easy to set up, and it is another one that you're going to want to have in your garage. And look at it there. You can just see as it's beeping away. Absolutely stunning. So you make sure you have a great day. Enjoy that car. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Anything else you want to engine swap or you want to see, let me know and I will make it for you. But for now, take care.